Hello everyone, Pastor Coates once again. I want to bring you another Money Talk lesson here in our series. We've been talking about kingdom wealth management. We're doing a little mini series within the series, and we're talking about 4 different ways that we express honor to God. This is the third one of those 3. The first one was that the tithe honors God's position. The second one was that the offering honors God's person. Now here's the lesson for today. Alms. That's giving to other people, giving to people who may be in need, giving healing to the hurting, giving hope to the broken. When we give to other people, we are giving honor to God's passion, because God's passion is to help broken people. You see, we are most like God when we give, because God is a giver. We're most like Satan when we steal, because the thief comes but for to steal and to destroy. We're most like ourselves when we keep or we store. So we want to be like God because God is a giver. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave. So when we are most like God and we give in this area to other people, we are releasing 2 blessings. I want to pack a lot into this lesson today, so I'm going to speak quickly, listen if you will. Number 1, alms giving is the one area of giving where we are to give in secret. Everybody's probably heard, very familiar verse, Matthew 6:3, but when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Everybody quotes that. Some think that all giving should be in secret, and that's obviously not true. In Luke chapter 21, Jesus is standing at the altar when people are giving offerings, and He's watching what they were giving so that He could bless them. Even in the Old Testament, Solomon announced his offering. He made it public, the fact that he was offering to God 1,000 burnt offerings. Now that would have been a huge offering to God, and Solomon made it public. But God did not rebuke him for making that offering public. Instead, God blessed him. But in the area of alms, giving to other people, it is important to not do that publicly, and there's a practical reason for that. When you give to other people, when you give alms, you do not want people, especially the one that you're given to see you as the source. You want them to know that God is their source. There's a very practical reason for this. If you give to someone that's in need, and if they think that you're their source, the next time they're in need, guess what? They're going to come to you. I don't want people to see me as their source. I want them to see God as their source. So here's the second point about alms. Alms giving is one area that gives a physical or a natural harvest as well as a spiritual one. The point is illustrated by my catchy little statement, up for wealth, down for health. Giving up, tithing, sowing into men and women of God, giving to our leaders, that releases wealth. Abraham tithed to Melchizedek. Melchizedek blessed Abraham. Genesis 14:19. And Melchizedek blessed him and said, blessed be Abram by God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth. So we sow up for wealth, but we sow down for health. Maybe you're not familiar. This is a wonderful verse, Psalm 41. Blessed is the one who considers the poor. In the day of trouble, the Lord delivers him. The Lord protects him and keeps him alive. He is called blessed in the land. You do not give him up to the will of his enemies. The Lord sustains him on his sick bed. In his illness, you restore him to full health. So when I sow up to leaders, to men and women of God, I'm releasing wealth of God's presence in my life. But when I sow to the broken, up for wealth, down for health. When I sow to those that are hurting, God says, blessed is the one who considers the poor, for in his day of trouble the Lord will deliver him. On his sick bed the Lord will sustain him, and in his illness God will restore him to full health. So think about it. Giving alms is a way that we honor God's passion. God's passion is people. Up for wealth, down for health. I pray that's a blessing to you. I'll talk to you soon. God bless you.